I remember the exact moment my life changed. It was a Monday evening. My husband came in from work, walked into the family room where I was sitting, looked me right in my face and said, "I don't want this anymore." And just like that, my marriage was ending. At the time, it felt like I had been kicked in my stomach because honestly, it came out of nowhere. Or at least that's what I told myself. Because if I'm being transparent, I saw the signs long before that moment. I just didn't want to accept or acknowledge them. And I think a lot of women can relate to that. Sometimes we stay quiet because the truth feels embarrassing, painful, or even too hard to explain. For me, I had spent so much time bragging about my marriage and presenting this image of happiness that I didn't even want to admit things were not okay behind closed doors. Somewhere along the way, I literally forgot who I was before I became his wife. My entire identity was wrapped up in being somebody's wife. And when that marriage ended, I realized I didn't even fully know myself anymore. I also had to be honest about something else. I spent a lot of my time shrinking myself, hiding in the background so that he could be the main character. I took responsibility for emotions and feelings that were not even mine to carry. I stayed silent when I should have spoken up. I thought if I made myself smaller, became more agreeable, less emotional, less needy, I thought shrinking myself would somehow change the outcome. It didn't. And that realization changed me because I finally understood that I had been abandoning myself while trying to save something else. Now, let me say this. I'm not telling this story from a place of bitterness. Nope. I'm telling it from a place of healing. Because as painful as that season was, my divorce forced me to rediscover myself. For the first time in a long time, I started asking, what do I want? Who am I outside of this relationship? What dreams have I set aside? What parts of myself did I silence? And little by little, I started rebuilding. I started healing. I started becoming. And somewhere in that rebuilding process, I created Coco Bella Natural. What had started out as pain slowly became purpose. What originally felt like rejection became redirection. And looking back now, I truly believe my divorce did not happen to me. It happened for me. Not because divorce itself is easy. And not because pain is fun. but because sometimes life has a way of removing things from you that are keeping parts of you dormant. Sometimes endings introduce you to yourself. And today, I can confidently and honestly say, my divorce didn't break me. It built me. And if you are in a season where life feels unfair, where things are falling apart, where you're grieving the person you used to be, I want you to know this. Your pain doesn't have to define you. But if you allow yourself the time to heal and grow, it can refine you. Conversations like this are a big part of why I wrote Living Out Loud. Because healing starts when we finally become honest about our stories. If conversations like this resonate with you, I would love for you to subscribe and continue this journey with me. This space right here is about healing, growth, confidence, becoming, and learning how to truly live out loud. I'll see you in the next conversation.